Afterburn is a great B&M Invert located at Carowinds near Charlotte, North Carolina. It stands 113 feet tall, has nearly 3,000 feet of track, reaches a top speed of 62 miles per hour, and flips riders upside down 6 times. And this coaster is one of the most intense inverts out there. This is our full-length, in-depth review of Afterburn and our comments about what you can expect when you go to Carowinds to ride this coaster. Now, it's time for takeoff. Carowinds first unveiled Afterburn in 1999 when Paramount Parks still owned it. It originally opened as Top Gun, the jet coaster, but after Cedar Fair acquired all the Paramount-owned parks in 2006, the park changed the coaster's name to Afterburn to keep with the jet theme. Afterburn is located in the crossroads section towards the back of Carowinds, near the park's south entrance, and sits between Thunderstriker's Turnaround and the new for 2023 Aeronautica Landing. You actually have to walk through Thunder Road and Camp Snoopy just to get to the ride. Sitting on a hill, Afterburn has one of the most immersive plazas in the park. If you're coming from the Camp Snoopy section, you get a good view of the ride sign displaying the ride name as well as the coaster's station. If you are coming from Aeronautica Landing, you walk past, around, and under many of Afterburn's elements up into another plaza featuring a jet, but you will have to proceed towards the left to get to the ride's entrance queue. And Afterburn's entrance queue is not very big. It does feature a couple of cattle pens, but oftentimes you will just continue straight to the stairs leading directly into the station. The station features very little theming, but you do get a general hangar vibe. Once in the station, you will see one of Afterburn's two 8-row, 32-passenger trains. And these trains look cool, as one train has shark-themed wheel covers, while the other has bird-themed wheel covers. Each train also has different colored over-the-shoulder restraints. The shark-themed train has blue restraints, and the bird-themed train has red restraints. Once you have secured your over-the-shoulder restraints and cleared dispatch, the floor will retract, and you proceed straight out of the station and up the lift hill to start your ride. At the top of the lift hill, you enter a slight pre-drop before plunging down the right-hand curving first drop. You then pull up into the ride's first inversion, a vertical loop, which delivers a great dose of whip and positive Gs, especially if you're sitting in the back rows. Out of the vertical loop, you go through a tunnel and climb into an Immelman, followed by a whippy 0G roll before entering a short bit of straight track, which sets you up for the second half of the ride. Kicking off the second half of the ride, you take a rightward turning dive into the first half of Afterburn's Batwing, which delivers another good moment of positive G-forces before climbing up into the second half of the Batwing, a half loop that turns you towards the right in the opposite direction. You then fly into a Camelback airtime hill, which flies over the station, but don't expect any airtime on this element as it is primarily a station flyover. As you come off the station flyover, you then enter a Forceful corkscrew that delivers another good dose of whip and positive G-forces before entering a left-hand helix, followed by the final brake run. If you want whippy inversions full of positive G-forces, Afterburn is the perfect ride for you. It is just one element after another. The vertical loop, Immelman, and 0G roll are perfect back-to-back elements. The Batwing and corkscrew are also awesome, as you definitely feel some good forces while sitting towards the back of the train. But Afterburn definitely has a noticeable rattle, especially for those sitting in the back rows. This ride is definitely smoother towards the front of the train. Nonetheless, the coaster still delivers some good forces for riders sitting towards the front. Aside from the noticeable rattle, Afterburn's station flyover is probably the weakest moment on the ride, but we can understand that as it essentially functions as a moment for riders to catch their collective breath before powering through the rest of the layout. You just slam into the final brake run after that helix. Afterburn's ride experience is very good, but what is surprising about it is that it is a capacity machine. It eats through its queue with just 2 trains and no mid-course brake run. And a great thing about Afterburn is that it has bins on the ride platform, so you can still bring your belongings with you into the queue. Another great thing about Afterburn is that it is one of the shortest waits in the park. While the park's Aeronautica Landing addition will undoubtedly increase traffic near Afterburn, you can lap this thing quite easily, especially if you enjoy B&M inverts. One final comment about Afterburn: keep your head forward if you are a little shorter. You will definitely get the most out of this ride by doing that. Overall, Afterburn is a great B&M invert and definitely one of the better coasters at Carowinds. While it is not going to blow you away, Afterburn's whippy inversions and positive G-forces make it a great complement to the other 3 coasters in Carowinds' top 4. For our final score, we give Afterburn an 8.5 out of 10. It is such a great coaster with a great layout, strong and fun forces, and a cool theme. So, let us know in the comments if you have ridden Afterburn at Carowinds, and if so, what do you think about it? And if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe to check out more coaster reviews like this one. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more coaster reviews and amusement park content from Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.